Remember Brooke Bethison? She used to come in and do the zoo stuff?
Absolutely.
She's got her first published book out, and Brooke will be joining us. She's brought in a little friend, and we'll talk about Look Who Lives in the Desert. We're so proud of her when we come back.
Good morning, Arizona.
Good morning, Arizona. This is one of those books that's endorsed by a lot of well-known people in the Valley, including the Phoenix Suns gorilla, who says, quote, "This book is a slam dunk. Everyone will love it from gorilla to skunk." And the author is a friend of ours, Brooke Bethison, who used to come on our show regularly with the Phoenix Zoo, bringing in all kinds of animals. I still remember some of our great experiences.
Don't go there. I'm actually having a bit of flashbacks here. So.
Like the dumpy tree frog, and those were the days.
Well, look who I got today.
You brought in a tortoise.
I did, and you know what? Somebody when I walked in, said, "Is this a box turtle?" And I was like, "No, it's a threatened species." This is a desert tortoise, and most people are used to seeing them large because they're about 15 inches.
Right.
But this is a little baby. He's only 2. His name's Daryl.
Threatened species, I don't think many people realize that because they'd see this in the desert and go, "Oh, how cute, we'll take it home." And
yeah, and they're very susceptible to disease in the desert. And because they're threatened, never touch them. Never, ever, ever.
So here's what it looks like. Don't touch these things. I read in your book that they can walk about 7 miles a day.
You take him.
Okay.
Here you go. You play me.
Okay. All right.
Tell me about this. Who do you have here with you, Tara?
Well, I have a desert tortoise, Brooke. Thanks for asking. As you mentioned, the species is threatened. This thing can walk up to 7 miles a day and live 50 to 80 years.
Well, they hibernate for the winter. So they dig a little burrow and they go down and they sleep for part of the year. And that also helps. I mean, people who sleep a lot live longer.
I'm going to hand this back to you because I want to show your book. I imagine this was a natural extension for what you were doing. You've been involved with animals for years.
Yes, it was.
How long did this take you to put together?
Well, it took me about 2 weeks to write, and it took me about 8 months to do the illustrations.
And who did the illustrations?
I did.
You did?
You didn't know that?
Somebody did them.
No.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
good job.
Thanks.
All right, so you put it all kind of in rhyme form for the little kids, but the facts that you feature on each page, we'll start here with the coyotes. You've got kind of over to the side some really cool facts. That's for anybody, the young kids and the older kids.
Yeah, and the thing where I started was I wrote the rhyming, the prose.
Right.
And when I did that, it's actually nonfiction, even though it's kind of silly. It's based on true facts about the animals. So I wanted to add the fascinating facts to kind of balance it out and explain some of the prose and give some more details about the animals.
I know the other thing you want to do is clear up some misconceptions. What's a big misconception about desert dwellers?
Well, let me think of one. One misconception is that vultures are really icky. I mean, granted, they have some nasty habits, but they're actually very, very important to the desert, because if they weren't out there eating all the carrion, all the stuff nobody else wants to eat, there would be a lot of bacteria around, and it could be a problem for humans.
We are really proud of you with this book. You're going to be out at the Phoenix Zoo this weekend signing.
I am. I'm so excited. I'm going to be doing a reading at 10 a.m., a signing from 10 to 12.
This is on Saturday.
This is on Saturday. It's the first time people will be able to come out. They can get the book. They can get it signed. And part of the proceeds from this Saturday's book sales go to benefit the zoo. So it helps the animals, too.
You'll also be out at the Women's Expo this weekend in the Good Morning Arizona booth. And you can get the book. It's being made available in bookstores as we speak, but you can log on to ArizonaHighways.com.
That's right. And soon it'll be everywhere in all the bookstores. So.
It's called Look Who Lives in the Desert. Congratulations, Brooke. I know you'll be working on a few other books in the near future.
I will.
Tim and Willie, I'm going to save you a copy of this because you and your kids will love it.
Absolutely. Could you get an autograph for us?
Yeah, sure. Who do you want it signed to?
Just, to general
people.
The desert dwellers of the Hattrick and Loon family?
Well, don't put Hattrick and Loon because then we can't sell it on eBay.
Okay.
No.
Hey.
I'm sure this thing's going to be a hot seller. Hot cakes.
So what's going on today? Yeah, she'll sign it. Brooke will sign it for you.
Deal.
Excellent.
Yeah.